Do you see the guys on this screen now, specifically, or I should say, especially Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Troy Aikman, Joe Montana? What do they have in common? I mean, besides being all-time great NFL quarterbacks who are in the Hall of Fame, they are all supporters and all are high on Jalen Hurts as an NFL quarterback. Yes, keep that in mind because now we're going to flip this. And gee, what do all of these guys have in common? They all trashed Jalen Hurts at every chance they get. So let me ask you something. Who are you going to listen to? Who has more sway with you when it comes to talking about NFL quarterbacks? These guys or these guys? And I bring this up for a reason because I want to play a short clip for you that is kind of funny, and I'm going to keep it short because I know it's tough to listen to this guy. But again, I want to put out there while also giving me a chance to talk about some things with Jalen Hurts in terms of his stats that I don't know that I've mentioned or don't usually talk about because they work really well with what our boy Colin Cowherd is about to say. Because see, he just released his list of top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL, and shockingly, Jalen Hurts is not on that list. Now he has, well, I'll show you who he has in the top 5 as well. But don't worry, the clip with him is not going to be that long because I'm not going to take you through the entire top 10. Lucky for us, he was kind enough to at the very beginning give you his list of things as to how someone would make this list. But we're going to flip that on its head afterward when we talk about Jalen Hurts for those categories. Here we go.
First thing I look at is production. I need touchdowns. I need yards.
Okay.
I need mobility. I need you to be, at least at some level, elevate others. Can you get the ball to your stars at minimum? Production. Second thing, durability. You got to be available to play. The third thing, and this is really a key to me, what is your current momentum? Are you an ascending player? C.J. Stroud is not. Are you a leader? You are loved in the locker room. You are respected. You are ascending. You are a winning player. You are going in a direction. These are good quarterbacks, but they miss the cut. There's either injuries, there's inconsistencies, there's turnovers.
So, to be clear, I'm gonna break it all down. The only thing you could look at for Jalen Hurts is the most arbitrary one that he put in there because of, thank you, Kevin Patullo, the season that the Philadelphia Eagles just had. You're going to say Jalen Hurts doesn't have momentum. But every other single thing that he mentioned, Jalen Hurts makes the cut. First of all, do you elevate your teammates? Well, Devontae Smith has, 3 of 1,000-yard seasons the last 5 years, while A.J. Brown has 4 in the last 4 years. And Devontae Smith, one of the ones he didn't, he averaged more yards per game than he did in a 1,000-yard season. It was just because he missed some games because of injury. Now, he talked about yards and touchdowns while minimizing turnovers. And just to keep perspective, which is why or context, which is why I bring this up, he also said Josh Allen. Josh Allen will be the guy that he selects number 1 for his list of top 10. Just keep that in mind. So in 5 years as a starter, Jalen Hurts, 164 touchdowns. By the way, that is 5th most in NFL history. Mahomes is at 1 with 204. Rodgers, number 2 at 186. Allen, number 3 at 177. Marino at 4 with 171. Hurts at 5 with 164. By the way, in 10 career playoff games, Jalen 21 TDs and 3 interceptions. So there's the production in terms of touchdowns. Okay. Now, he also mentioned turnovers. Again, Allen is his number 1 guy. Allen has 63 interceptions to go with those 177. Hurts has only 41 interceptions to go with his 164, and 15 of those were in one season, right? While Josh Allen has, now I will say he's been a lot better the last couple of seasons with only 6 and 10, but year before the 18, 14, 15, those are the 5 years. Okay. So, So Hurts is looking pretty good so far, it seems, right? I mean, now we guess we got to go to yards. Well, in 2021, 3,928 yards, 26 touchdowns. 2022, 4,461 yards, 35 touchdowns, and he missed 2 games. 2023, 4,463 yards, 38 touchdowns. 2024, 3,533 yards, 32 touchdowns, and he missed 3 games. 2025, that year everyone's talking about why Hurts is terrible. 3,645 yards and 33 TDs and a career high with 25 touchdown passes and only 6 interceptions. I'm just saying, that sounds to me like maybe Jalen Hurts meets all the criteria for Colin Cowherd, which is why he threw in the momentum thing. But now keep in mind, right, here's his list of top 10. I just gave you that stuff with Josh Allen. How Josh Allen could be number 1 and Jalen Hurts is not in the top 10 is absurd. I just gave you the things that he talks about: production, yards, and touchdowns, and turnovers. I just gave you all 3. And Jalen Hurts has numbers to match anyone. By the way, Caleb Williams is at number 3. Justin Hebert, one of the other guys that he absolutely loves besides Josh Allen, at number 4. Sam Darnold's even in the top 10. Sam Darnold, who, shall we say, soiled the bed in the Super Bowl, was carried by a top-tier defense with the Seattle Seahawks. Drake May had one of the worst playoff performances in NFL history for all of the games. And none of these other guys win anything. Matthew Stafford being, and obviously, and Patrick Mahomes being the exceptions. What do the rest of these guys have done? What have they done? So this list makes no sense. So, again, I'm going to say not these guys, but these guys is probably a lot more, makes more sense, is a little more beneficial in terms of who we are going to listen to when it comes to Jalen Hurts and what he means as a quarterback. You understanding, Colin? So anyway, I guess I will leave it there for now. Colin, you got to come up with something else, man, because I also don't want to keep doing all these videos. I try and space them out, y'all. I know they seem to come in bunches, and you're probably like, hey, man, all you do is the Colin Cowherd. I do a few of them, but I don't think I've done one in a while. I'm going to try and do fewer ones. I've got more stuff coming out, obviously, as training camp ramps up. We get into preseason and all that, a whole lot more to be talking about with the Philadelphia Eagles. I will leave it there. Do me a quick favor, like, comment, subscribe. I will talk to you. Oh, by the way, feel free, because I do read all the comments. I do. I don't have time to go responding to all of them, but let me know your top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL. I'm really curious to see all the different choices. I will talk to you later.